Okay, so let's now take a look at the first question. Okay, Jim had to classify 4 animals shown in the diagrams below. Which of the following characteristics can he use to classify the animals into 3 groups? Yes, Grace.
B and C.
B and C, is it? Okay, can you explain B? Why is it that we can use outer covering?
The camel and the lion have the same outer covering.
Camel and the lion has the same outer covering, yes. And then the snake and the eagle? What is the outer covering for snake and eagle? Let's talk about the snake first, okay? What's the outer covering for snake?
Scales.
Because snake is a reptile and reptile have scales as outer covering, okay? What about eagle?
Feathers.
Very good, because eagle is a bird. Yeah, so basically we can use outer covering to split them into 3 groups. One is fur or hair, which is your mammals. One is scales. The other one is feathers. Okay, now would you like to explain number of legs? How do we actually classify them into 3 groups based on number of legs?
The eagle has 2 legs,
Mm-hmm.
lion and camel have 4 legs, and the snake has no legs.
Well done. Okay, so these are the 2 ways. Now, in terms of ability to fly, is either they can fly or they cannot fly. So it's into 2 groups, so it's not counted. Okay, so therefore, the ways to actually classify them will be based on outer covering and number of legs. So your answer is C. Well done. Okay. This one is actually under the topic of diversity of animals, which is in your primary 3 topics. Okay, I think by now you should know your characteristics of the living things quite well, right? All the different animal groups as well. Okay. All right, now next one. Maria performed an experiment with a syringe, which is half filled with oil. She covered one end of the syringe and tried to push the plunger down. Which one of the following graphs shows the correct change in volume of oil pushed down as the distance moved by the plunger changed? This one, which topic is it? Any volunteers?
States of matter.
Very good. States of matter is actually a P4 topic. You might have, I think, already covered this topic this year. All right. So in this case, in terms of volume of oil, do you think the volume of oil will change at all? Shavi, since you are answering the question, so Shavi, can you answer this?
It will not change
Why will it not change?
because there's still some air left there, and then the air will be compressed.
That's right, correct. Okay, so air will be compressed, yes, because air is a gas and gas. Oh, wait, hold on a second. I think I have someone here. Catherine. Okay. Let me just quickly take your attendance first as well, yeah? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of you. How many people am I expecting today? Catherine is here, Shavi. Gerald is not here, right? Hao Xuan is here. Safia is here. Yan Kai is here. Grace is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm missing 2 people, Gerald and Racing. Okay, it's okay. All right, great. Now let's go back to the question. So, what Chavi say? Is it Chavi or Shavi, your name? How do I pronounce your name?
Charlie.
Chavi. Okay, thank you so much, Chavi. All right, now what Chavi mentioned, the gas can be compressed because gas does not have definite volume. Okay, but the oil will stay the same because the oil is a liquid and liquid has definite volume. So therefore, the answer would be C, right? Because the volume of oil stays the same no matter how they try to push. So it will be until C. It will not change, okay? It will just stay the same. Okay, next question obviously is also on matter because the question already states matter. Matter is anything that have mass and occupies space. So which one of the following is not matter?
D.
Shadow. Which one of the following is not matter? Yes, okay. Like what is stated in the question, there are two criteria to be a matter. Number one, it must have mass. Number two, it must occupy space. Yes, Catherine, you have a question. You raise your hand. Do you have a question, Catherine? You raise your hand? Or is it you want to answer the question actually? No? Okay, never mind.
One man.
Yeah, go on. Go on with your question.
D.
What do you say? Sorry?
The answer is D.
The answer is D. Very good. Yeah. Okay, as what's mentioned just now. Someone typed in the chat. Yeah, D. Good. Okay. Shadow does not have mass. What is mass? Okay, what is the definition of mass? Mass is the amount of matter in an object. Okay, mass is the amount of matter in an object, and occupy space. Space basically refers to the volume of an object. So shadows do not have volume, it does not have mass. Because shadows do not have mass, do not have matter in it. Okay? So yes, you're right, shadow. Okay, air is a gas, soil is a solid, water is water depends. Water sometimes it can be even I think I shouldn't call it this way because generally atmospheric air is gas. But do you know that do you know that air components of air can also be liquid, like liquid carbon dioxide, liquid nitrogen. Okay, then same for water. Actually, water can exist in three states as well. Water in solid is actually snow. Water in liquid is like, maybe your river or your sea. Water in gas are actually a water vapor. Right? So the different substances actually can exist at different stages. Okay? Now, next one. Which one of the following properties is true for both snow and oxygen?
B.
Sorry, Chavi, what do you say?
B.
B. Both occupy space. Very good. Okay, now oxygen cannot be seen. Right? So oxygen cannot be seen. Snow can be seen. They occupy space because both of them are actually matter. At room temperature, snow is actually water lah, basically, but snow is actually the solid state of water. Right? Snow is a solid. Oxygen is actually a gas, right? So in this case, oxygen is a gas and they can be compressed. This is wrong because snow cannot be compressed. Okay, snow is a solid, it cannot be compressed. They have definite shapes. That is wrong because snow has definite shape, maybe, but oxygen does not. Okay, so answer is B. Good. Okay, next one. Any volunteers? I think Chavi has answered a lot of questions. We'll give some other people a chance to answer as well. Grace.
C.
Good. Okay. Because as you can see, this is definitely life cycle. Life cycle is actually under P3 now. It used to be under P4, but because you've gone a series of syllabus change, so life cycle is now currently under primary 3. Okay. So as you can see from the diagram, it's a 3-stage life cycle. And in the 3-stage life cycle, it comprises of your egg, your nymph, and your adult stage. Right? Although chicken is 3-stage, okay, a rose plant generally is 3-stage. Mosquito is a 4-stage. Of course, we will not include mosquito lah. Mosquito is out because this is a 3-stage. Cockroach is also a 3-stage. Now, although chicken is a 3-stage, we don't call it a chicken nymph. Okay, it's either an egg, a chick, or a chicken, right? So this is out. Okay. Why is plant out? Because a young plant, we also don't call it a nymph. See? A young plant is actually just a seed. Then seedling. Sometimes we call it just a young plant. Then your adult plant. Okay. So then that's it. And the answer would be a cockroach. There you go. Okay. Now, next one, number 6. The diagram below shows what happened to the leaf of a plant after a period of time. The change in the leaf was caused by a butterfly during a stage in its life cycle. Which stage is it? Yes, Ivan. Let's give Ivan a chance.
Lava.
Well done. Okay. I think you know that butterfly's life cycle is 4 stages. You remember it as follow the alphabetical order. A, B, C, D, E, right? A stands for adult, right? So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. So it goes according to your alphabet actually. A, B, C, D, then E, then L, then P. So the stage whereby the animal starts feeding, in fact, it feeds a lot, right? It eats a lot, it would be the larva stage, right? The caterpillar stage. So the caterpillar stage, it actually will cause a change in the leaf and all. Yeah, so the answer is B. Okay, next one. Study the classification chart below. Which of the following best represents A? Who has not answered? Let me see. Yan Kai. Okay, Yan Kai says B. Bird. Okay, let's have a look. Why do you think it's bird? Or is it was it the previous question that you say is B? I think it was the previous question, right? Okay. Catherine say is C. Do you agree, Yan Kai? Is the answer C for this? Yes. Do you think the answer should be C? Yes. Okay, good. Okay, both Yan Kai and Catherine say it's C, yeah? So this question is actually on living versus non-living things. Same thing is a P3 topic, not too difficult. Basically, you need to know all the characteristics of living things. Okay, some characteristics of living things. In fact, there are 4. One of it is living things can reproduce. One of them is living things can respond to changes. Living things need air, food, and water to survive. And living things can grow. Okay, so there are 4 characteristics to living things. Okay. Now, if you look at the classification chart here, you realize that actually the objects in under group X are all your actually this one is not a good question, you know why? The heading should not be living things. You get what I mean? Because it says living things and then these are not living things. So this classification is wrong. We should change these to things instead of living things. Okay? So I just spotted a mistake. Sometimes the typist, right?